What's the rush, daddy? Ew. Shut the fuck up, put the money in the bag, and shoot the fuck out of her. No, I'm just kidding. Not the luxury you have. Oh, so he's human. You're walking down the street towards your haven. In some other town, the sidewalks would be deserted this time of night. In New York City, there are plenty of passerby going about their business. It's easy to be paranoid when you're vampires surrounded by a crowd of humans. The creatures have many enemies, and all those enemies have one trait in common. They're invisible, indistinguishable from normal humanity. Other vampires, hunters, all look like people. Is that old man just a tired restaurant worker or a kindred thrall tailing your movements? Are the officers idly waiting in a patrol car ordinary cops? Or second Inquisition specialists looking to end undead threats? This kind of thinking leads to madness, but you can't shake the feeling that someone is watching you. It's not the first time you've felt this before. Following the queue of so many mortals around you, you stop at a street corner to casually survey your surroundings, as if you were trying to remember which turn to take. You look around ostensibly at the street lights, but in reality, to see if someone really is following you. Down at the street where you came from, a crowd of young drunk men argue loudly about baseball. There's an indistinct figure standing behind them, almost impossible to notice. A woman, probably. The men unconsciously move around her as they start to walk away, still mouthing off at each other. Whatever this is, it's probably something you have to take care of. Best case, someone is tailing you. Worst case, you'll be attacked and killed. Unfortunately, being undead has its limitations. The sun is coming up soon, and you'll burn to a crisp if you stay on the streets. You reach your haven and settle in for the day, disconcerted by the idea that someone might know where you sleep. Okay, paranoia. As you wake from your slumber and emerge from your haven for the night, you notice a familiar face on the other side of the street, standing in the corner and looking straight at you. It's Kaiser's lackey, whom you met recently, Jackie. He nods to you, encouraging you to approach. His hands are outside of his pockets, and he seems pretty relaxed. He's keeping his eyes on the street though, as if making sure you're alone. He smiles awkwardly when you approach. Evening. Got something for you from our mutual friend. He produces a crumpled piece of paper from his jacket and hands it to you. Huh. It's a letter. The paper might just be a page ripped out of a spiral notebook, but the writing on it is exquisitely detailed and deliberate. It reads, "When they tell you they don't have it, say you are Fidel Servitore della Famiglia." No, I'm just kidding. What is this? Fidel Servitore della Famiglia G. Okay, I don't know those fucking words. You'll get a bottle. Okay, I'm just gonna take a picture of this. Seems like important, so. You done? Memorize that shit and hand it over. I've already taken a picture of it, idiot. What's the rush, daddy? Ew. You think your boss was a letter guy? What's with this cloak and dagger nonsense? What's the rush, buddy? Hey, it's your funeral. I can't stand here all night and even enjoy a nice sunrise while I'm at it. Not the luxury you have. Oh, so he's human. Okay. Just hand me back the letter once you're done. You know the phrases and address mentioned in the letter, then handed it back to Jackie. He immediately reaches a lighter and burns the letter, putting it out to ashes with his boot. So yeah, when you do what the boss asks, come here so I can tell you where to go next. I'll be in the alley over there, so find me when you have that item, whatever that is. I don't know, and the boss made it extra clear that I shouldn't care, so I don't. See ya. Okay. Probably a test. He shuffles away and leaves to pursue the lead from the letter. Time to pay a visit to Nolita. You arrived at the address mentioned in the note. Not counting local restaurant patrons, the street is most likely empty at this time at night. But curiously, the wine shop is still open. I mean, it's a wine shop. I mean, I'm not sure if these types of stores are open at night, at very late at night. I mean, aren't they? Because they're basically alcohol. Inside, a small, middle-aged woman with a curly hair strands behind the counter in the front of a wall filled with wine bottles. There's a door at the back of the room with a small table and chair, occupied by a man in a black faux leather jacket with slick comb-back hair. Oh, curious. Proprietor. Good evening, how can I help you? Shut the fuck up, put the money in the bag, and shoot the fuck out of her. No, I'm just kidding. Tell her our friends. Oh my gosh, let me see the letter. Okay. Okay, sorry guys, I'm kind of cheating. My memory's not that good, so... Okay, so this is the place. When they tell you you have it, you are... Okay. Okay, tell her a friend sent you. Is that right? Oh, she gives you a curious look. And asks for the 1821. Huh. It says 1821. She turns to take a weathered bottle off the shelf behind her. Recite the phrase and reassure her. Okay. Hey, you can trust me. I'm a fidel servitore della famiglia. She raises an eyebrow. Right. Let me check our stock in the back. The woman leaves the counter and goes through the doors in the back. The man by the table puts down his newspaper and takes another sip from the cup, washing it down with a gulp of water from the nearby glass. He tries to hide it, but there's no doubt he's watching you. About a minute passes. No, remain silent and wait. You remind yourself of what Kaiser wrote in the letter and keep quiet, patiently waiting for the woman to return from the back of the store. The man finishes his drink and starts doodling on the newspaper, his eyes darting to you every so often. The doors to the back of the store and the proprietor emerges with a small, unlabeled squat bottle of crimson liquid. She gives you an unapologetic smile. Scuzzy, sorry for taking so long. Turns out we did have it. She offers you the bottle and reaches out to grab it, but she retracts it. You do know what this is, don't you? I'll be taking this, thank you. Oh shit, I need to feed. You focus on your blood and immediately see both of the people in the shop focus intently on you and what you're about to say. I know exactly what this is, and I'm the right person to give it to. The woman gives you the bottle without hesitation. Grazie. Deciding you've pushed your luck far enough, You nod and exit the store. Then you take a brisk walk to your car. Nobody follows you as you leave Nalita and drive back to your apartment. It takes you some time to find a parking spot, but you finally get out of the car and start looking for Jackie. He's not far from where you parted ways just under 2 hours ago. Can I feed on him? Got the goods. Any ideas what this is? I do, but it was a hassle. Sure do. Cool, stand by, gotta make the call. He takes a few more steps into a narrow space between 2 buildings and takes out the same high-tech phone you saw him carrying last time. Hey boss, yeah, they have it. Where do I point them to? Okay, yeah. I'll tell them to go there straight away. Willet's Point, half an hour. So you better step on it. See you around. Ooh. You had to push the speed limit to make it on time, but you're here. Willet's Point is quite a change of scenery. The place is post-industrial dump, the nearby stadium notwithstanding. You stop your car once you realize that if you go any further down, the potholes will kill your chassis. You step out into one of the gashes in the asphalt, splashing in the ankle-deep water. Ankle-deep water? That's deep then. Kaiser's limo is nowhere to be seen. In fact, the whole place is pretty much deserted, other than the apparent proprietor of a lonely bar, a middle-aged woman who's just locking up the place. Huh. Oh my gosh. Do I need to feed? I mean, no one's here. When this symbol appears, it means I'm hungry. This is too perfect for an opportunity to not take advantage of. She's walking to her car, ready to call it a night when you sneak up on her. She's far too tired to resist your strong hold and swift bite. You can taste the caffeine in her veins, the smell of the cheap cigarettes in her air, the old cooking grease in her clothes. She passes out. Your sole closing note of a long day at work. You let her down gently and feel a pang of remorse. You pick up the car keys she dropped and place her in her driver's seat. She'll find an explanation for passing out like this for sure. The bright lights of a car pulling over down the road illuminate you as you close the door. Black limo. If Kaiser is finally here, it would seem. Same as the last time, the car doors open but nobody comes out. You know the drill. This time, Kaiser is visible when you look inside. You sit down and close the door behind you. So, you pulled it off without a hitch then. Give it here. You hand the bottle over to the Nosferatu. He uncorks it gently, takes a whiff, and puts the cork back in. Huh, that's weird. Consider your debt paid. Oh yeah, and also take this. It's what Langley wanted. Yeah, okay. He passes you an envelope with what feels like a thick card inside. Thank you, Mr. Kaiser. Yeah, I'll send Jackie over if ever I need anything else from you. How about that? How about you unzip your fucking pants? No, just kidding. Time for you to get out now. He waves you out of the car. With the envelope in hand, you get out. Back onto the torn asphalt and decrepit surroundings, the limo slowly drives away. Finally, you can return to Sophie and bring her what she wanted. Gregory lets you in. You hear a shrill, unpleasant laugh and you realize Sophie's having a guest over. He's the man from Elysium, the one with the glasses and good taste in nuts? What the fuck? And good taste in suits. You didn't have the chance to talk to him last you saw him. Ah, Lamar, so glad to see you. Tell me, did the two of you previously meet? The man doesn't wait for an answer. He approaches you with an energetic, almost dance-like step and puts out his hand. Oh? He looks like... Girl, I forgot that singer. Okay, Thomas Arturo. I've heard about you. Pleasure, pleasure. Thomas is a great source of gossip and an excellent conversationalist. I also have the princess ear, which is the primary reason dear Miss Langley wished to speak to me tonight. Good gossip, even coming from me, isn't nearly as valued. Sad. Sophie is taken aback by the man's direct comment, but smiles politely. The awkward atmosphere is broken again by the guest's grating laugh. I kid, of course I kid. Well, I was about to leave anyway. Sophie's driver opens the door for Arturo, and the guest steps out with a single wave of the hand towards his host and you. The doors close. He's quite the character, isn't he? Yes, quite. But he has his uses. Thomas has a clout in court and access to many juicy details on everyone from the prince to the lowliest primogen. It's useful to have him on our side, even if his eccentricity requires some patience. Speaking of patience, you have been putting mine to the test lately. Did you manage to contact Kaiser and acquire what I asked for? I'd appreciate some more gratitude. Yes, but I had to do another job for him first. She's becoming a bitch for some reason, but if she steps out of line, I will betray her. But I'll be polite for now. Yes, I have it, but the data you offered was old news to him. I had to do another job for him before he would give me this card. He made me go to an entirely separate escapade to retrieve a bottle of wine from a store in Nolita. I had to use code phrases and whatnot. A wine shop? Code phrases? That degenerate pest. She's visibly agitated, but calms down and smiles at you. Don't worry about it. I'll make sure that whatever Kaiser had you do, it'll blow over. She opens the envelope and looks at the card. You notice the same lettering you saw at Kaiser's note from before, but you can't see the details. Her eyes widen. Yes. Yes. Yes, excellent. I need to call in some favors. I will likely be busy for the next few nights. You have my permission to show some initiative, my dear charge. I will contact you soon. Okay, so it's midnight. Who the fuck is this? Somebody's watching. Oh, I see. Okay. I'm kind of curious who this is. An invitation. Faith and myth. Yeah, I think I'm going with this one. You receive an invitation to meet a mysterious someone at the Cathedral of St. John the Divine. Accept that divinity. Okay. Next mission, I guess. You haven't been to a church since you became a vampire, or kindred, as the euphemism goes. You had to focus on concrete practical things like survival and feeding. You've learned the essentials of the vampire experience, but you don't really have a clear idea of what it all means. The Cathedral of St. John the Divine is a New York landmark. You've been inside once before when you were much younger. You marveled at its Gothic facade. Looking at it now from across the street, it feels ominous. The prospect of an ominous invitation to a secret meeting is a worrying one, but the venue is well chosen. It's hard to imagine a violent attack in a place like this, with eyes everywhere. You enter the cathedral discreetly. You've quickly learned this is an essential skill for a vampire, how to move without anyone noticing you. The full force of the cathedral's architecture hits you as you walk between the pews. If the architect meant to create the feeling of being small in the face of God's glory, mission accomplished. Okay. Based on the note, you're assuming that whoever you're meeting here is somewhere in the front. As you step closer to the high altar, it feels as if someone is dragging you at your feet, as if the stone beneath you resisted your movement. The vampires are saying, does God still listen to you? It's been a long time since you prayed. You wonder whether God listens to creatures like you. Fatalistically, you take a step, then another. You're not sure if your God is present in this cathedral. But perhaps it doesn't matter. What you feel is real enough. There's an old man sitting at the front. You see only the back of his head, bowed down in silent prayer. Your footsteps echo on the floor and he turns to look at you. You can't take your eyes off him. His tall, dignified, white hair balding, a few strands escaping to the sides. He's wearing glasses and simple clerical clothing. His eyes are warm and pale, too kind for someone like you. Something is wrong. You feel heavy, as if a giant hand was pressing down on you. The skin on your face is burning. Oh my gosh, am I going to die here? Oh my gosh, I hope not. Perhaps unconsciously, you expected something like this. As a vampire walking into a cathedral, only it's not the building or God making you feel like you're burning alive. It's the man, the priest. Welcome, child. The priest's tone is kind, but the rising panic inside is telling you that the kindness is not for the likes of you. Huh. Kinda wanted to see how this goes, so confront the priest. The only way to understand these painful feelings is to push forward and confront the priest. As you step closer to the priest, panic rises inside you. The emotions are hard to control. Fear, anger, pain, all trying to wrestle you in different directions, away. Can I help you? Are you okay? The priest talks to you like he would a lost vagrant who has chosen to enter the house of God. How are you doing this? I'm afraid I don't understand. It's simply too much. You mutter something incoherent in reply. You don't sound like a vampire, an undead being made powerful by immortal blood. You're just another sad, confused, lost soul. You turn around and stagger away, only feeling like yourself once you're back on the streets outside. You stand on the sidewalk confused and scared. No enemies seem to be attacking you. The priest didn't follow you. The night air is wet with the smells of the city, the same as every night. Stranger. Oh, okay. How did it feel? It feels like shit, motherfucker. How dare you let me go there? You look at the man speaking to you. He's well dressed, if a little archaic. Dark-haired, handsome, like a character from an old movie. He smiles as if he knows something you don't. You glance around, there are people on the street. You don't appear to be in immediate danger. Why does it hurt so much? That's the question I wanted to talk to you about. Let me introduce myself. My name is Benoit Questline, is that right? We share many things in common, even if you don't know me. Yeah, obviously. Should I use Auspex? I think I should. Benoit is a vampire, that much is clear. He is using his blood to simulate the functions of a living body, but the rhythm of his heart reveals its artificial nature. Huh. What do you mean by that? I know how it feels, what you just felt. I have experienced it myself many times. Oh, was he... Oh, I forgot what you call those. The ones with the priests? Or maybe he was a priest once. For a moment, you consider how to respond. It's clear Benoit sent the invitation to come here and orchestrated this little setup. Why did you invite me? We share a connection, you and I. I'll explain it later. Oh, maybe they have the same sire. But right now, the important thing is that it's too much easier to show than to tell. I wanted you to meet Father Anthony or see him, experience him. Did you wonder why it felt like that? Was it some kind of supernatural power? No, not at all. I don't think so. It's his face. It's his face. It's his faith that makes you feel like that. He's safe in his belief while you are one of the damned. Do you ever wonder what's the role of a vampire in God's creation? You stop to think. Of course you've wondered what this is all about. Whether it's about God or nature, you don't really know what being a vampire means. That's the trouble with the Masquerade. A human faced with a human problem can go online and find something that helps. You can't. Suddenly, Benoit takes your hand and presses it against his chest. Okay, that was too fast. As he stares into your eyes, you feel his heart stop. My heart no longer beats, yet I move. I talk. Is that how God intended us to be? Kiss his face. There's a natural explanation. Well, I don't believe in supernatural. There's a natural explanation for all of this. We just don't know it. Maybe there is. I don't know either. But I know that Father Anthony's faith is real. Sometimes I'm skeptical too. But in Father Anthony's presence, I know faith is real. I know it because it hurts so much. But perhaps you have questions about faith and our kind. Perhaps we are divine, not damned? That seems narcissistic. How do you know any of these stories are true? Yes, what are we? I don't. How could I know? This is what faith is. You have to believe something. Good and evil, right and wrong, love and hate. I believe we are damned. I also believe that there is always hope, grace. Father Anthony's faith shows me the way. Oh yeah, Cain. It's so easy as for us to lose ourselves in a maze of occult speculation. Some of our kind revere Cain, others Lilith. Right. Many in the Camarilla place their faith in the invisible guidance of the Methuselahs, who are supposed to watch over us. Yet I wonder how much that really matters when compared to the character of a good man. Kinda wanna see this for a bit. Okay, Cain. Cainites. Oh yeah. Are the Cainites the first children of Cain? The first vampires that Cain made? Methuselahs. Right. 4th and 5th generations. Yet I wonder how much that really matters compared to the character of a good man. Okay. This is a lot to take in. I know it's overwhelming. It was for me when I first met Father Anthony. I know there are others like him, whose faith shines like a beacon. Priests, old ladies, children, anyone can have that conviction inside them. I have to pray for guidance? This is too much. Oh. Benoit nods patiently. Let's meet again in a few nights, here at the cathedral. We can talk more after you've thought it through. Okay,